Hey everyone, Kelly here from Kelly Chassis Fine Art. We're going to be painting today a tile using Pinata alcohol inks, and we'll be creating this lovely little moody birch tree scene on a tile. So stick around and I'll show you how. I'm totally looking in the wrong spot. Look at there. So we've had some questions on my YouTube channel. I'm really excited because you guys are actually responding on there and making comments, which is a big deal for YouTube and YouTube traffic. So thanks for asking them. And if you're new to my channel, please make sure to click that subscribe button and the little bell so that you will see new videos every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So now on to the questions. Julie Beans 1921 has a question for me. She asks, so I have an issue with wild plum losing its vibrancy in resin. I know this isn't the color in this video that was used. And she wants to know what I do. So wild plum is an issue, especially the Ranger inks. I have found that the Pinata Senorita Magenta works really well. But another option for you is to use a Bombay ink or something that is light fast if you want to add that color to your resin. So it doesn't necessarily have to always be alcohol inks. So if you're finding that that color is giving you some troubles, you can choose to do it that way instead. So I hope that helps. And then Deb Murphy asked, love the video, but where did you get the little bottles to transfer your inks into? I didn't see it on your purchase page, but as usual, I probably just missed it. Thanks. So yes, you want to click the little button that says show more down below, and I do have an Amazon shop and it's listed right in there for you. And they're made by Jacquard. They're Jacquard bottles, and they come with that little metal tip. And I'll post a link for you guys in case you missed the video that she's talking about. I'll post that up here for you as well. And then we also had a question from Teresa Wadamanuk. I don't know if I said that right or not. I apologize if I didn't get it right. But she says, love your upbeat videos. You make learning so much fun. Aw, thank you. That means the world to me. This is why I do these videos, is because I enjoy it and I enjoy explaining how I'm learning myself and how my process is going. And I'd like to be able to share that with you guys. So thanks so much for the questions. Keep them coming in the comments. I love to hear them. And I want you guys to know that I do read every single one of them. And I'll make sure to post a link for you guys as well. If you are new to my channel and have not seen my online courses, my full online courses, they're all project-based. They're very easy. They're all for beginners. And they're very inexpensive. And they have lifetime access. All right, so let's get started with our birch tree. I have to apologize, my camera was not completely zoomed in here, but at least it's just on the background part. So I'm using the Senorita Magenta and also the Sapphire Blue in the Pinata alcohol inks. And I'm just putting a couple little squirts of the color down here and blending this. Now you will see here I'm just using my finger, and where I am mixing these two together, I'm getting this really gorgeous purple here. I've decided here that I probably overdid this blending a little bit because it got really dark, but that's how I decided to go with my moody birch tree versus a regular birch tree. So it almost looks like an evening scene here. So while this is wet, I'm working very quickly with a brush here, just kind of shaping in the areas. And because the inks are wet, you can see how they just fill right back in. But I can still get that outline in here. And it does create a little bit of drama in here and a little bit of movement. So it's lightening up those areas just a tad bit where I'm pulling that ink out. So we're going to pop in some trees in the background here. Again, working fast. I did not use any blending solution or anything with this. This is just pure ink, and you're just going to work very fast. So I'm always challenging, especially new students. If you're new to ink, we tend to want to, be very, exact on what we're doing. We work really slow, but that's not me. I am one of those artists that just I want to see what happens. I want to try different things. So I move quickly. I don't know what I want, and I just kind of go with it. And that's really what the fun is, especially with working with alcohol inks, because you'll see things will just kind of pop up on their own. It wants to do its own thing. And so I think alcohol inks is one of those mediums that is so perfect, especially for new crafty folks or new artists, or for those that, you know, said, oh, I don't have a artistic bone in my body, but you do. You know, this is one of those things that you'll just see things will happen for you. So give it a try if you haven't worked with alcohol inks before. So I'm using a blender pen here, and I am attempting to remove some of this ink. And I found that the blender pen was not the perfect thing to use for removal. And I thought I'd give it a try. I mean, it works, but I really have to work it. And I have to clean off that blender pen a lot because it just wants to blend those colors in. I do end up switching to working with a brush here in a second. I'm just getting that shape in there. And then I'm going to use just a brush with alcohol to remove the rest of it. Blender pen goes on and on forever with this color that I've picked up. Great for blending though. I mean, look at that. So here we go. I have used the brush now and used just a little bit of alcohol. Now you do have to be careful with this because if you're using a lot of alcohol on your brush, if it's really wet, you'll get a lot of blooming. So make sure you just dip your brush in the alcohol and then wipe most of it off, and you'll see you'll be able to pull that paint right out. Now I have dipped it in a little bit of black here along with the alcohol, so it's turning out to be a gray color. Turning my brush sideways, and I am just putting in some texture in these trees. If you've seen birch trees, you know they have a little bit of that darkness in the bark, and they do have a lot of texture. Now see how simple and easy that was? Boom. Trees. That fast. Now I'm going to use a Signo gel pen, and I do have all of these materials listed in my Amazon shop, so if you are new to alcohol inks and new to this medium, you can check that out. I tell you, or show you basically everything that you need here in the video, and it's all linked down there for you, including these pens, the inks. The only thing I don't think I have on there are tiles, but you can get those, any glossy tile, from either Home Depot. I actually ordered these from Maryland China Company. So I'm just using a little bit of the white gel pen here. It's made by Uniball. It's called a Signo gel pen. And you will see that these are quite white. They do not stay white. This does tend to want to pick up the inks below it because the inks are still damp. So it will pick up some of the underneath color, so it turns more purple. It matches the shades in the background. Now you can actually spray this with the KMR varnish if you want before using your gel pen, and that will make the gel pen stay whiter. And then you would want to seal that again on top. Yeah, I also wanted to mention I do have an Instagram account, so if you guys want to go over and check out what I posted today, I would love to hear comments from you guys. Let me know that you swung over here from YouTube. I always love to hear what you guys think, and to find out, you know, what maybe are some of your favorites on there. And I also have my full online courses, again, if you're interested in, you know, learning all about the sealing and all the different materials that you can use and where I buy them, that I will post a link up here for you on the right hand side. You just click on that and it will take you to one of my online courses. And also if you want to sign up for my email newsletter, you can sign up on my website, and I do offer a free watercolor course on there, so you can kind of see how the online classes are. So now I am using my mixative here. This is the silver. And if you have Ranger, you can use that as well. This is the Pinata brand here. And I am just putting the color in there initially. Make sure you do shake that really well because it does have one of the little balls on the inside to mix that up. Or you'll end up with just a lot of liquid with no color. Now I'm going to shape it around. I started to lose the shape of the moon here. So I'm just going to take my brush. Now be careful because this does get bigger. It's initially smaller, and then as you tend to work it, your moon tends to grow, so you end up with a really big full moon. And now I'm just kind of taking those same amount of color here and just dragging that across, creating some reflection in the water. And my moon is still a little disproportioned here, so we're going to add one more drop of the silver in there. And you can also see where it picked up some of that purple in the background, which is really pretty. It all kind of blends. So one more drop of the silver, and that still will pick up a little bit of the pink shades underneath. And here is the finished piece. This took about, seriously, 5 minutes to do. I know, it's shameful, isn't it? So thanks for watching, and be sure to sign up and subscribe. Give me a like or a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday for next Tuesday's video.